Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. Jim Cramer, who is the host of Mad Money on CNBC, just encouraged a caller to go purchase XRP instead of MoneyGram. That is absolutely... I'm going to... You know what I did here? I'm not going to play the video clip. I am going to link to it in the details section below, so if you want to listen to it yourself, you can go ahead. But the words are kind of fast, and so you know what I did? I went to the trouble of doing this just for you, the listener. I transcribed this call myself. And it's over the course, this is a 24-second clip right here, so we can break it down in slow motion and talk about exactly what he said. There's a small minority of people that listen to this that dispute, and I will explain why, but a small percentage of people are disputing whether or not he actually encouraged this. I'm going to break it down and defend my position, and if you think I'm wrong, you can tell me that, and that's fine. I love diversity of thought, but I know what I heard here. I transcribed the damn thing, and I feel 100% in the right here. So, it'll be a fun little video here to break down. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please, ever so delicately tap the like button. I would definitely appreciate the support. And also, if you're a fan of purchasing XRP even over MoneyGram, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel. Why the hell not? And of course, nothing against MoneyGram. I'm bullish on MoneyGram long term, fair enough. But I'm also more bullish on the crypto asset class than anything in any other traditional asset class. Like I firmly believe that the crypto asset class is going to outperform stocks and precious metals, everything, if you just fast forward over the next decade. That's my for fun guess. I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background and I am not offering financial advice, so you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. And so a shout out to oneway_XRP on the Twitters here, who tagged me, along with a number of others in the community, with this particular video clip. And so then I retweeted it, and I wrote, Jim Cramer said to buy XRP. I don't think he has any idea what he's talking about, but he said it. And then I got a little laughy emoji. And so, and this is not a dig on Jim Cramer, I swear to God, he's an entertaining guy to listen to, but I don't have any confidence that he has researched what Ripple and MoneyGram, well, not MoneyGram, maybe he's researched MoneyGram, but as far as what they're doing with Ripple and XRP, I don't have any confidence that he's researched that or how XRP... Do you think Jim Cramer could articulate how XRP is used as a bridge currency right now? I'm going to suspect not, and part of the reason that I say that is that he just recently started digging in a deeper way into the crypto asset class in Bitcoin. It wasn't until very recently that he finally jumped on board the crypto bandwagon. He's like, yes, absolutely, and I'm going to purchase Bitcoin. He really is pretty much all in at this point, but that's a very recent development, as I'll illustrate as this video proceeds here. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to pull up on my phone here what was my transcription of what occurred here. Now, mind you, these phone calls, they're pretty rapid fire. They're pretty quick. And so he just jumps around, and like his personality type, it's just like squirrel, you know what I'm talking about? Whatever that's, I can't remember what movie that's from, but where the little character gets distracted, it's like squirrel. Anyway, so he's kind of like that, and this is not me making fun of him. I'm just saying this is the personality trait. He's high energy, very enjoyable to listen to. So I'm not. I hope this isn't coming across wrong. I'm not saying bad stuff about him. This is my perception of the man himself here, and so he's just like when these calls, it's just like lightning round, go 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 go. And so here's what happened. At the beginning of the video clip, the caller's name must be Ben, because Cramer says, Ben! Exclamation point, so very loud there. And then Ben starts talking. It's just a caller to the Mad Money show on CNBC. And he says the following. Hey, Jim, my question's about a company that uses the cryptocurrency XRP to send cross-border payments. That company's MoneyGram, MGI. And then Cramer jumps in, and he says, yeah, I know MoneyGram, but you know what? You oughta just go buy the crypto. I like the Bitcoin situation, so therefore, what we're going to do, even though MoneyGram is up lots, we're going to buy PayPal, because Dan Schulman is going all in with crypto. So there were actually multiple thoughts included in that back and forth, which spanned over that 24-second clip right there. So let's go ahead and break this down a little bit here. So again, Ben says, "Hey Jim, my question's about a company that uses the cryptocurrency XRP to send cross-border payments. That company's MoneyGram MGI." Okay, so there you go. Pretty clear. He's asking specifically about MoneyGram. Holy hell! I'm getting texts as I'm reading this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted. I should have just put this damn thing on airplane mode. At least I had it on vibrate here. Friends. Anyway, so that was the question, and so the response from Cramer: "Yeah, I know MoneyGram, but you know what? You ought to just go buy the crypto." And so that's his response to a question stating XRP is being used by MoneyGram, and so he just asking about MoneyGram. Fine. So because XRP was not worded, the letters XRP did not come out of Jim Cramer's mouth, there's a small percentage of people in my Twitter thread here that are saying he didn't mention XRP. So let me ask you a question here. Let's say that there's this mouth breathing guy, troglodyte. I don't know. Maybe he just lives in his parents' basement, kind of an unsophisticated individual. And this individual comes up to me and he's all like, "Hey, Moon Lambo, should I go buy ham and cheese hot pocket to take back to parents' basement to eat in basement?" And then I'm like, "You ought to go purchase that." I didn't say Hot Pockets, but am I saying that he should buy Hot Pockets, or am I not saying that? Think about it. He's asking about Hot Pockets. I didn't use the word Hot Pockets, but I'm saying, yes, go do that. And so is it rational to believe that I am not telling him that he ought to go buy Hot Pockets? Because that is the logical route that people's minds are going when they're saying, he didn't say XRP. I'm like, does context matter? How have we evolved to this point as a species if we can't use context to answer questions, right? And so it made no freaking sense to me. So that's what he stated right there. And then he had a separate thought after that. So clearly right there, this is what he said. He'd rather do, because XRP was cited in that initial question. He said, "I'd just buy the crypto over MoneyGram." And then he had a separate thought. And the separate thought is as follows. Let me read the transcription here. "I like the Bitcoin situation." So again, this is a separate thought. "I like the Bitcoin separate... I'm tripping myself up. "I like the Bitcoin situation. So therefore, what we're going to do, even though MoneyGram is up lots, we're going to buy PayPal because Dan Schulman is going all in with crypto." Dan Schulman is the CEO of PayPal, and for those of you not in the know, PayPal recently opened up buying and selling of cryptocurrencies on their platform, and it's being adopted like crazy. I think that PayPal announced that the number of users, it's 2 or 3-fold what they were expecting right out the gate. So there's a huge amount of demand for this. Huge amount. And so given that Jim Cramer now is all in on crypto and could not be more convinced, he's stating that since PayPal is actually facilitating these transactions, and this is a separate thought. This has nothing to do with MoneyGram. That's pretty clear, right? He's talking about a separate thing. He moved on to something else. He says, you ought to buy the crypto, referencing XRP. New thought. The new thought is, I'd pick PayPal because they're all in on crypto, buying and selling of crypto. He's saying that he'd pick, so if you're talking about stocks now, if you were going to buy PayPal over MoneyGram, he's making it pretty clear there also. Yeah, he'd purchase PayPal over MoneyGram. But that is how this actually broke down. That's how the conversation broke down. There's a reason that I took the time to actually transcribe this damn thing. And so I'm just taking his words at face value. If this is not what he meant, if he's spoken correctly, he's got a platform. He can come out and speak on multiple platforms. He could do it on a show. He could tweet it out. He could call up other mainstream media and talk about what he actually meant in response to this question, if he ever so chooses to. I can only listen to the words that came out of his mouth in the context of what transpired there and say, yeah, that's what actually happened. I'm not reading into a damn thing. I'm saying this is functionally what happened within this conversation. I'm just breaking it down. This is how the human language works. And so if that's not what he meant, then that's a different dispute. And then then you're getting into speculation, though. I'm not speculating. I'm saying this is what he actually said. Here's the context of the back and forth, which is very brief. That's it. If you want to speculate as to whether or not he meant XRP, you're getting outside of any sort, like there's no data provided within this back and forth that makes it reasonable to be, certain that he did not mean purchase XRP. And if it is the case, though, again, I'm just thinking through this logically. This is just how my brain works. If he wasn't talking about XRP specifically, and there's no indication based on the back and forth, but if he wasn't talking about XRP, then he can come out and say, yeah, I misspoke, or that's not what I meant when I said what I said, and that would be fine too. But I can only take people's words at face value here when he has that type of response, and that's the context. Well, there you go. And I know that he's all in on scarce assets and cryptocurrency. So even if he's never thoroughly researched XRP, if he knows it's a cryptocurrency and in a general sense he's into crypto, like it doesn't seem bonkers to me that he'd say something like that anyway, even if he doesn't understand the mechanics behind it. And frankly, again, like I said, I'd be kind of skeptical if he did know the mechanics, because he just jumped into crypto here and he's just been so on board with the whole Bitcoin ecosystem there. So anyway, so that's my way of explaining. If you're one of the people that thinks that he did not say that, he didn't use the words XRP, holy hell, that's poor argument. He was responding directly to a question about that and said purchase it. I just think that's a poor argument. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Hey, diversity of thought, I do encourage it, but I feel pretty strongly about my stance on this. And so where did this all come from? I wanted to mention this too. Before wrapping up the video, this is a piece from Cointelegraph from September 10th of this year, 2020. Pomp claims he convinced Jim Cramer to buy Bitcoin. And I watched, this is an interview here between Pomp and on his podcast with Jim Cramer. Bitcoin bull Anthony Pompliano may have just persuaded Jim Cramer, the outspoken host of CNBC's Mad Money, to invest in crypto. In a September 10th tweet, Pomp claimed to have converted the man who once stated that Bitcoin was like monopoly money in a recording of his podcast scheduled to be released on September 14th. His statement appears to have been confirmed by Cramer, who retweeted Pompliano immediately. Anthony Pompliano is well known for his podcast in which he educates laymen and outright skeptics regarding the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And I listened to that when it was released, and I talked about it on this channel, and it was a really interesting podcast, frankly. And Jim Cramer articulated his reasons why he became interested. I'm not going to get into it in this video; it's outside the scope of this topic. But he's all in on crypto. Like he understands it to a certain degree, and he made it clear in that podcast that he was going to purchase it and hold it outright. And so there we are. So Jim Cramer encouraged people to purchase XRP over MoneyGram, and then he encouraged people to purchase in a separate thought PayPal over MoneyGram if you're going to purchase the stock. And so there you go. And he's buying Bitcoin himself. So he's certainly pro just actually purchasing the underlying asset itself, the cryptocurrency in question itself. So how about that? Well, that is it for this video, though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.